Good morning, honored guests and dignitaries, professors, my friends, scholars, and juniors. I am Depolina, along with Himani, from the Department of Tourism Studies, Pondicherry University. Welcome all of you to this auspicious occasion of World Tourism Day 2024.
World Tourism Day is a significant occasion that highlights the transformative power of travel and its role in fostering global understanding, economic growth, and cultural exchange. Tourism is not just about destinations, it's about the connections we create and the experiences we share. The theme of World Tourism Day 2024 is Tourism and Peace. And as we reflect on this specific theme, let us commit ourselves to promoting inclusive and sustainable tourism that benefits all communities.
Now, it is time for me to invite Professor R.C. Anuchandran, Head, Department of Tourism Studies, Pondicherry University, to the podium.
Namaste, Vanakkam, and good morning to the distinguished dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, guests, resource persons of the workshop and roundtable, faculty members, non-teaching staff from media and other departments, scholars and students. So, hearty greetings from the Department of Tourism Studies, Pondicherry University to our guest. And we are having this workshop and other events coinciding with World Tourism Day. We have advanced. The actual World Tourism Day is September 27. Since as a delegation we are going to the University of Jaffna. It's a synergy between University of Jaffna and Pondicherry University. This time we are jointly organizing the World Tourism Day, and an 11-member delegation is visiting the University of Jaffna. That's why we have advanced it. And next year, as per the arrangement, Pondicherry University will play host to a delegation from the University of Jaffna here. Next year, World Tourism Day. And this year, the theme is Tourism and Peace. And very ironical to deliberate on that theme, especially at this juncture. And we all know. But at the same time, from the other side, when you see this, when you envision the meaningfulness, or how impactful the theme tourism and peace is, it is at most required at this juncture. That is why how we should perceive it. And when we speak and discuss on it, we are like in a what you call cyclone. In the cyclone, the center space is always peace. What is revolved is at most dismay, catastrophe, human inflicted and otherwise. And in India, we always speak about Shanti. Shanti conforms with the ideal of peace. We say Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So historically, we are in sync with the ideal of peace. And India is playing a very crucial role in brokering peace across the world. And as far as management academics is concerned and the consonance of peace with tourism, we actually discussed that. McCarthy has devised 4 P's: product, place, price and promotion. And for our industry, tourism, Cowell has placed 3 P's: people, physical evidence and process. And why it can't be the 4th P for the tourism industry, peace? And this is what at this juncture we are striving to, we have also written some articles on that. Why tourism cannot be the 4th P of tourism industry. Yes, and at the same time, this year, Georgia is playing host to tourism and peace. UNWTO is celebrating that there. And next year, it is going to be in Malaysia, and the theme, you know what? It is tourism and sustainable transformation. So world over, people are talking how the paradigm and the whole mindset has to change. Peace is very intrinsic to the person. The peace of mind, we say. Yes, that is a facet very internal to the person. And that can only be experienced by the person. If we say intangibility, even taste we can define. It's a sour taste or it's sweet. What vision also we can have some kind of thing to manifest that. But peace can only be felt. You cannot make out or figure out what I am experiencing, whether I am at real peace or or I am stage managing the peace or what is exactly running through, you cannot make out. Yes, to that extent, it is very intrinsic about the person. With this prologue, let me delve into my responsibility of welcoming our guest. At the outset, let me welcome our Honorable Vice Chancellor of Pondicherry University, Professor K. Tharunikarasu. And Sir has, inspired us for so many activities in the department. And his advice has been of paramount importance for us to carry out so many endeavors in the department. And he has given some inputs on how to go about it further. Especially, what insights he has thrown us is, you take the first step, you venture into it and then see how it is operating. There will be so many roadblocks, hurdles on the path to us. But how we can overcome? Only we take the first step. It is like when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. From the shore, you can never swim. And that is the ideal which he has taught us. And I would formally welcome Sir for this workshop. I would also welcome our guest of honor, Sri Kaliya Perumal, is Director, Government of Puducherry, Department of Art and Culture. And we have conceived some plans for mutual collaboration with the Department of Art and Culture. We have such a key figure in the School of Management who has always given us support and who has always given us timely guidance on how to operate, and she has given the free hand for us to innovate and experiment with our own kind of facets of the department. And that kind of leeway the department has received from Professor Malabika Deo's Dean School of Management, that has been tremendous. Yes, that is the energy source, and I would formally welcome Madam Malabika Deo to the inaugural session of this workshop. An insider, and he has been a mentor for the department, former head of the department, currently Dean Students' Welfare of the university, and he is managing so many tasks at the same time. He is like Dashavataram in the university. So many places he is visible. Yesterday also, one side he is donating blood for our blood donation campaign. Another thing, he is coming for the cycling. We both were cycling around our cycle rally. And in between, he is going to the microbiology department to deliver a lecture on the student welfare and related topics. So he has been of great inspiration and motivation for all of us, and I would formally welcome Professor Venkat Rao to this inaugural function of the workshop. Raja Vijay Karan, the second year MBA student and the World Tourism Day coordinator, I would formally welcome you to this inaugural function.
I would like to welcome Professor R.C. Anuchandran formally to the event of World Tourism Day 2024.
We are moving forward to the lamp lighting ceremony, a symbol of prosperity and wisdom. I request our HOD, Professor R.C. Anuchandran, to lead the way.
Moving on, I would like to invite Professor Y. Venkat Rao, currently serving as the Dean of Students' Welfare at Pondicherry University, Formerly heading the Department of Tourism Studies, he has played a significant role in shaping the tourism policy for the government of Puducherry.
So very good morning to one and all. So on dais, the delegates, Professor Tharani Ukarasu sir, Vice Chancellor in charge, and the Dean, School of Management, Professor Malavika Dio ma'am, and our today's guest from government, Shri Kalya Perumal, Director, Culture and Arts, and our Head of the Department, Professor R.C. Anuchandran, and Student Coordinator Raja Vijay Karan, and delegates from industry and other officials from various organizations who are sitting off the dais. I am not mentioning the name to save the time, and kindly take it in that way. And my dear colleagues from the Department of Tourism Studies and colleagues from School of Management and scholars, second year students and first year students and other invited guests for this World Tourism Day 2024 celebrations. So in the Department of Tourism Studies, we have two mega festivals. We celebrate these festivals annually with so much energy and enthusiasm. One is Akanksha Industry Institute Interface for 2 days, which is a great event, and this event is helping us to build brand for DTS across the country and even outside. And DTS is known for Akanksha, especially in the industry circles. And industry friends, they look forward to visit Pondicherry University to take part in Akanksha program for last more than 3 decades. That is the first festival. Second festival is, it is not for 2 days. The days are not limited. The World Tourism Day is celebrated for several days. Sometimes it is 1 week festival. And this year also, as Professor Anuchandran mentioned, we just little bit preponed because we have committed our participation in University of Jaffna to celebrate World Tourism Day in their campus, because University of Jaffna is celebrating 50th year of their establishment. And 2 years back, the tourism professor visited our department and participated in our international conference, and at the time we got this idea, why can't we celebrate on this occasion? And since last 2 years we have been working on this, and then it is finally materialized. Now we are celebrating jointly with University of Jaffna World Tourism Day, and that is the one, our international linkage with our department. It is not the first time. In fact, with Sri Lanka we have last, I think, more than 1.5 decade association with the University of Colombo, and regularly we are visiting Colombo University Tourism Department, and they are visiting our department, and they are taking part in our research colloquium that we organized 3 years back. So in that way, we have very close association with our neighboring country, Sri Lanka, as far as tourism is concerned, and we are taking their ideas, and then we are working with them, and we are also sharing our ideas for their tourism development in Sri Lanka. In that way, we can see this particular, after 2-3 days, we are going to associate with University of Daphne. That is again going to add some value from our side, from Department of Tourism side, myself, and then so Professor Anu. We are both are going with scholars team, and we are going to meet all the officials in the university, and then we have a separate day to meet with industry officials, and we have a kind of a panel discussion with industry also. And our intention is to develop a kind of common tourism packages pertinent with the Sri Lanka, and then especially southern part of this country. So that is the way, and our department is expanding national, internationally. So just I want to mention, for example, and further, if you just look at so that particular event, and this within our nation, we have the several the components, starting from even our students visited recently 2 days back Mohanam Foundation, which is actually cultural the tourism the destination for entire the Pondicherry. And even when I just remember the Balu and then Mohanam rural cultural village, and I remember that my visit to France, and where Iluveli Foundation, and then I was one of the official delegate with the government officials, the minister, and then secretary, and then director. And there I just made 3 presentations, and 2 places I succeeded. So one success is the Mohanam, where we presented about this Mohanam village as a knowledge partner, and we got the funds for this Mohanam village, the cultural, the tourism center, and that is now with the functioning. And then we are all very closely associated with that the foundation, and we are intellectually supporting them, and then so jointly we are promoting that cultural village. So in that, so our students last week, they visited our students, and the day-long workshop they had, and then they practically experienced the cultural dimension of the industry, and how actually the industry supposed to emerge by taking the cultural dimensions as one of the major interaction, especially for the foreign tourists. So that is the one the starting point of this World Tourism Day. And then followed by yesterday we had a series of programs, and the first we started with the blood donation, and where our director culture and cultural relations the Clement sir inaugurated with his wonderful the speech. And so the followed by our cycle rally, and then we have today a kind of series of day-long activities, starting from workshop after inaugurations, and then we have roundtable session at 11:30, and case study the presentation at 12:30, and then again we have nature the film screening by Miss Kirti Selvaraj. And that is also a new component this time. So Anu added this wonderful the event in the day-long program, and at the end we are going to close this the today's session with the cultural program by the Mohanam around 3:30. We have a kind of industry associated the cultural the event that all the students and even our invited guests they can witness, and how they actually the cultural program is very pertinent, and then add value to the entire the program. So with this I just limit myself just only giving the scope, and at the same time just I would like to mention one thing, because the theme is the tourism and peace. And let me mention only one point. When you look at the tourism, it is a kind of the vehicle or a tool to achieve peace in the society, because the tourism helps the people to understand each other, emotions, culture, heritage, sentiments. And the tourism, because once the individual travels to any new place, it's a kind of reading a big book, and develop a lot of awareness, and that will remove any kind of our misunderstandings or miscommunications, misinterpretations. And with our eyewitness, we can understand the reality, and we can realize the importance of peace for the progress of the entire humanity. That is the very important the theme that actually given by the World Tourism Organization, for this World Tourism Day 2024 celebrations. With this, I thank very much all the organizers for their wonderful show for last several days, and it is a kind of our the journey we are moving forward, and we take it to the next level in the next World Tourism Day 2025. Thank you very much.
I would now like to invite Dr. Malabika Dio, Dean, School of Management, Pondicherry University, for the presidential address.
A very good morning to all present here. My advance greeting for World Tourism Day to all present here. Since the department is going to Sri Lanka, as Professor Anuchandran and Dr. Venkatrao were telling, the World Tourism Festival is going to be organized or celebrated today. It has started yesterday, and my greetings to all of you from the School of Management. I'm happy that the Department of Tourism is making very rapid strides in their connections, in their activities, and in their visibility, not only in the state, in the nation. Now they are trying to spread their wings internationally, and of course the collaborations were there, but physically going full a team to a foreign university to celebrate the World Tourism Day there, and in turn the foreign university also is going to visit our university next year. That is a very, very welcome gesture and very, very, very welcome development as far as the department is concerned. My congratulations to the department, and it's quite heartening to see year after year the way Department of Tourism organizes its events. As both the professors were telling, that people look forward for the events that are being organized, because every time you see newness in the events being organized by the Department of Tourism. And this year, the theme also is quite close to heart. Of course, sometimes we think, what are we aiming at? And how do we link tourism and peace? All the times, tourism was being given more thrust, maybe to generate revenue, maybe to have more income, maybe to get more foreign exchange, maybe to get more footfalls to our different sites, wherein that also becomes instrumental for economic development and the upkeepment of those tourism places, and so on and so forth. And even we were thinking of linking tourism for sustainable growth. There was a lot of controversy, lot of debates whether really it can be linked, because it also does lot of damages for sustainable growth. The rampant or maximum stress on tourism also does lot of damages than the benefits. But tourism and peace, that is something different. Even if we are seeing that even though countries are developed, because I mean to, as a professor from business and commerce, let me say, we were giving stress to commerce, business, development, revenue, growth. All those things are done at the cost of peace. All the developed countries, you are just seeing what is happening throughout the world. They are developed, they are rich, what not they have. They are sustainable, but still, all these things will not sustain unless the people are at peace. Nothing will sustain unless people are at peace. And this is one thing which cannot be purchased. This is one thing which cannot be just like that acquired. Everything can be done for growth. Everything can be done for money. Everything can be done for development. But nothing can be done for peace. And linking tourism with peace, I think it's quite deep-rooted, because all the industry deal more with money, material, machines. But this is an industry which deals with the man. This is the industry which deals with people. And peace is required for people. We don't want peace for the machines. We don't want peace for the money. We don't want peace for anything. Because the more they rotate, the more they generate, more active they are. We need that. But for people, we want them to be at peace, be calm. And tourism is such an avenue which brings understanding, which widens the horizon of knowledge. At the same time, because most of the times we are not at peace because we don't take things in their right perspective. We don't understand the things, and we listen to others. By listening to others, by just having a small, outlook, we try to see bigger things in a small, lens. Naturally, we will not be able to understand them in right perspective, and we will not be able to, definitely, when we don't understand, there is a scope for misquoting, misunderstanding, and that also creates lot of rift, lot of stress, and lot of misconception in the mind. And the more we know about people, the more we know about the places, the more we know about the cultures, we also try to relate how close we are. The way men is, they are not different. Just because they are in different places, or just because they are in different religion, or just because they assume to be different. They think they are different, but they are not different. When we widen our horizon of knowledge, when we meet people, when we go to places, and when we interact with many people, we understand there is no much difference. And when that comes, the peace comes. It is not just like that it can be acquired. It can be cultured. As Professor Anuchandran is telling, yes, it is from inside. Peace is not outside, peace is inside. I understand and I subscribe to it. But always we say that everything, charity, peace, everything starts from home, from the person. In the home, it is with the person. Now, if all the persons are peace, the surrounding is peaceful, everything is peaceful. So, yes, every man, every person, every individual has to be in peace. When they can be in peace, when they know each other, they interact with each other, they understand with each other, and they tolerate each other. When we keep on moving from places to places, we go here and there, we see people, we interact with people, and we learn how to tolerate, how to understand, how to bring them into the same understanding, and that brings peace. I'm very happy that this year this one is theme is tourism and peace. Really, it is required. It is required. And it is not the rest of the things should come first. Now, peace is required throughout the world. And this only can be achieved by bringing people into its fold. And tourism is the best industry which can bring, because it deals maximum with the people from all strata of the society, and it can bring together and it can cultivate the understanding among each other, and the tourism will be the best vehicle which will be able to at least try for the world peace, nation's peace, family peace, individual peace. So I'm very happy that at least because after everything, we try to come down that what for we are running around. Ultimately, we need peace. Now, it's high time that world needs peace. World needs a peaceful coexistence of all the human beings. And tourism, linking tourism with this is really a noble step in this direction. I am happy that the department is celebrating this day in a big way. Congratulations to you. And my welcome to all here, because I think it took me away, because the theme is so touching that I thought I'll tell about this, what is there in mind, before I forget what I want to speak. Might be my welcome to all the guests here, respected Vice Chancellor, who has been the guiding force behind all the activities. Unless just sometimes back, one of our resource person was telling, it is, you will be at peace if not that you choose an institution, you choose the leader. Now, we are having a very energetic, very accommodative leader. Now, we are happy with that, and that's the reason we are able to very coolly taking up big events or big responsibility without losing our peace, rather. Welcome, sir. And my respect to Mr. Kalyaperumal, who is the director and who is supporting in a big way to our department. And not only we should not be very selfish that we should get the benefit, or as a department or the School of Management, the tourism industry itself is, or the Pondicherry rather, because Pondicherry is boosting itself to be the most peaceful tourist destination. So I welcome that the person who is leading the peaceful destination of Pondicherry. So welcome, sir.
Thank you so much, team, for your wise words. Now, I respectfully invite the Honorable Vice Chancellor of Pondicherry University, Professor K. Dharanikasu, for his inaugural address.
Good morning, everyone who are present here. It's always a pleasure to be in the School of Management, because it is full of positivity and full of positive thoughts and full of aspirations. So when I am here among the students with bubbling ideas, I always feel, see that I will definitely bring more and more positivity to the university. So with this, I also wish to say that respected Dean, Professor Malabika Dio, and Professor Y. Venkat Rao, Dean Student Welfare and Professor of DTS. And our today's guest of honor, Sri Kaliya Perumal, Director, Department of Art and Culture, Government of Pondicherry, and Professor R.C. Anuchandran, Head of the Department, and all the resource persons, including Dr. Kishore Kumar Tripathi, Sri Balasundaram Ponnuswamy, Sri Sunil Varghese, Dr. A. Bharati, Ms. Gayatri Panda, Sri Netaji Subhas, and all the HODs, deans, and my dear students. Good morning, everyone. So, as I told you already, the School of Management, we always think like, so any challenges, they put it into the, how to put these challenges into, to make it the win-win situation. That is the idea. I think first year students would have understood this. Same thing in the field of tourism, and they are doing excellently well. It's a very vibrant department. And this year, the theme is tourism and peace. And when it says tourism and peace, generally we tend to think like the Russian writer's book, War and Peace. That is different connotation, and this is a different connotation. When you say war and peace, the meaning is without war you cannot have peace. But when you talk about tourism and peace, so how to make more peace with tourism. So both are similar words, but with different connotation. So how to bring peace through tourism? As Professor Venkatrao already mentioned, so while encouraging tourism, so the understanding will definitely improve. So through this, definitely the peace also will improve. And when it comes to peace, the Pondicherry is the peace-loving city, and I would say more peace-loving city. Even if you want to make them to make a war also, they tend to go to peace only. That is the kind of peace-loving people. So this is the ideal place where Siddha Purushas were there, and many Indian knowledge system were originated here. So this is the ideal place. We can have the workshop on tourism and peace. So the tourism industry is not like I am basically from science. So where when we invent something, so our job is over. For example, when we invent some medicine for any disease, so our job is over. So we'll move on to the next issues. But tourism industry is not like this. So it is ever evolving, and we have to be innovative to maintain this positive tourism. And also there are many challenges. So recently I was fortunate to have among our Chief Minister, Chief Secretary, and some of the tourism minister and other ministers also. That time when the informal discussion came, I raised this point of having international airport, because without this, whatever you plan for Pondicherry government, you cannot attain. Even the international students we want to have here, so always they feel that the 3-hour drive from Chennai to Pondicherry always hurdle for them. That is why I raised this, and in fact they gave the very good news that they are already in plan. The runway is being bought from the Tamil Nadu government, and the process is going on. I don't know how many of you see this today's newspaper. Our Chief Minister met the Home Ministry Secretary. Is proposing already, this is in the pipeline. When I left that meeting, our Chief Secretary was telling, so positively within 1.5 years, we will have the international airport here. So once we have this, our tourism industry will definitely boom, In the other meetings, not the same meeting, some other meeting, another secretary was telling, so how you are going to control, suppose if you have the international airport, many people would love to come to Pondicherry. This is a very small city, so how you are going to control? Then I said, every opportunity there is a challenges also. Every challenges there is opportunity also. Definitely we will come out. Definitely the challenges whatever we will face, if you have the international airport, the tourists also will be very high. So definitely we will come out some other plan. The way Dr. Anuchandran also was telling. So we have to put a first step first. Then we'll see how things come. So we are all human being. We have a intellectual capacity to handle any of the problem. Already we have huge tourist inload during Saturday and Sunday. There are many Pondicherrians, they always complain that we are not able to move on Saturday and Sundays. One way our personal life, personal purchase, all those is slowed, but with the difficult moving around. But still, our tourist industry is definitely, our business is definitely improving. So every positive things, there will be a opposite also, but we should not see the opposites. We should see the challenges, and our own students, once finished, they can, if they have international airport, they can start their own business here itself instead of going to the other town. These are the opportunities, and we'll plan also. So this is what I told that secretary. So this is the one of the positive point that our Pondicherry is improving, and also our Pondicherry University students have a lot of opportunities. And in this way, this today's workshop is definitely going to be very useful for the students. I always see that in Pondicherry, the School of Management departments, they give the arranging the of any event to the students, and the students are excellently doing well. Today I saw the student coordinators, Mr. P. Raja Vijay Karan and Ms. Kanimari, and the scholar coordinator Lenin Vinod. I specifically appreciate them for their wonderful organizing this event. So this is what you learn when you are here. So this is what you learn. So I thank the organizers for inviting me with the great hurdle today. There was a ECR blockade, and the madam was also asking. So I understood madam is in peace when you are she is inside the campus.
We are not peace, you are in peace.
Yes. So definitely it is going to be very useful for the students. I wish best of luck for their successful World Tourism Day workshop, as well as their successful trip to Sri Lanka also. All the best. Thank you and all.
Thank you, sir, for your presence and your enlightening words. Now, it is my great pleasure to invite our esteemed guest of honor, Shri V. Kaliya Perumal, Director of Art and Culture, Government of Pondicherry. Sir began his educational journey at Kurichikuppam Government High School and later pursued his undergraduate studies at Tagore Arts College. Starting his career in public service after clearing the LDC exam, he entered at an entry-level position. Through his hard work and dedication, he earned a promotion to UDC. Kaliya Perumal sir's career flourished when he became the personal assistant to the Superintendent of Police in Pondicherry. His efficiency and skills soon earned him the position of personal assistant to Speaker Radhakrishnan and later Speaker Sabhapati. Recognized for his talents, he has climbed the ranks in the Art and Culture Department of Pondicherry, eventually becoming the superintendent. His dedication and leadership further led to his appointment as director of the department. Additionally, his trusted capabilities saw him take us on the role of general manager of Pondicherry Road Transport Corporation, PRTC. Coming from a humble background, V. Kalya Perumal sir's journey is a testament to his perseverance, talent, and dedication to the public service. It is my utmost pleasure to welcome him for the gathering. Thank you, sir. Welcome, sir.
I am happy to take this opportunity to thank the dignitaries on the dais and of the dais and dear students. So I am always very happy to interact with the students, especially the youths. Actually, they are the only target, I think. They can transform anything into a good way. So, according to United Nations World Tourism Organizations, the tourism is really a cultural based tourism. Tourism and peace will be coming for promoting the tourism and understanding between nations and cultures. So, when a real tourism comes by the cultural and heritage of that nations. So, will you think in Pondicherry the real tourism is going on? Definitely it is not there. Actually, it is in the hands of the students and the younger generation to transform or convert the real tourism that will be very helpful to the nation as a whole. So we, being the director of art and culture, I already told our secretary and our higher authorities to have a MOU with our School of Management, especially the tourism department, to promote the culture and conserve the heritage of Pondicherry. One statistic is saying in Florida, the state, where 65% of the revenue is coming by tourism in the way of cultural activities only. There is no liquor or any other resources. But the revenue is generated from the cultural activities. 95% of the tourists are coming to Florida involving one of the cultural activities. Is it good or not? Is it good? Yes, it's good. So the real tourism lies in that way only. It is not in that way of buying liquor or staying in the guest house. It should not be there. Actually, being Pondicherry is the spiritual city, so we can conserve the heritage and cultural things. So we are having more potential to visit the places. So we are having more places in Pondicherry like Arikemedu or Auroville or any other villages. So we can make it. So we have to inculcate the ideas to the visitors who are coming to Pondicherry to visit the places like a homestay or heritage tour or heritage circuit, promote the heritage. There are so many ideas there. We cannot we cannot go on a one way that the tourists are coming, going to the shop and are going to the guest house and making a selfie. Then they are left Pondicherry. This is the right way. So we have to think of, dear students, we have to think of it. So we are ready to make an MOU with your School of Management or School of Tourism or any other things. We can do a lot of small activities in the weekends. So we can divert or convert the tourists who are coming to Pondicherry and attract the tourists to see that cultural activities and to take part in the cultural activities. So we can do a lot. So with these few words, I once again thank you to consider me a person to participate in this mega event actually. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind words. I would now like to invite one of our talented students, Miss Kaveri, to the stage to unveil her painting created for the occasion of World Tourism Day. I also would like to request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor K. Tharanikasu, to do the honors of revealing it to the audience. Thank you so much, everyone. Now, as we come closer to the closing ceremony, I would like to invite on stage our very own and very dear Mr. P. Raja Vijaykaran, Student Coordinator of World Tourism Day 2024, to come forward and share the vote of thanks.
Respected Chief Guest, Honorable Vice Chancellor, esteemed Guest of Honor, distinguished faculty members and research scholars, dear batchmates, a very good morning to all. As we draw the curtains on the inaugural session of the World Tourism Day 2024, it is with a deep sense of gratitude and fulfillment I extend my sincere thanks to each and every one of you who have made this inaugural session a phenomenal start. First and foremost, I extend my deepest gratitude to our esteemed Chief Guest, our Vice Chancellor, Professor K. Tharanikasu, for gracing us with his presence and sharing his valuable insights with us. Your presence had added immense prestige and wisdom to our event, and we are truly honored to have an opportunity to learn from you, sir. I would like to express our sincere appreciation to our esteemed Professor Malabika D.O., Dean, School of Management, for delivering an inspiring presidential address. Your words of wisdom and vision have set the tone for the rest of the program, and we are grateful for your enduring support and guidance, ma'am. A heartfelt thanks to our guest of honor, Sri V. Kaliya Perumal, sir, the Director of Department of Art and Culture, Government of Pondicherry, for joining us today and for your continued support towards our endeavors. Your presence had truly enriched our event, and we are grateful for your insights and expertise in the tourism industry. Also, we are grateful for your gesture in uplifting students and keeping up their spirits. I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to our head of the department, Professor R.C. Anuchandran, for delivering a warm and welcoming address for his unshakable support towards the success of World Tourism Day. I would like to express a special thanks to Professor Y. Venkat Rao Dean, Students Welfare, and Professor of Department of Student Studies, and providing with insights into the scope and objectives of this esteemed program. Your dedicated guidance and hard work has been instrumental in making World Tourism Day a success. Once again, I thank you all.